What's in your Bible? 2 Samuel 15:7. 40 or 4? And it came to pass after 40 years that Absalom said unto the king, I pray thee, let me go and pay my vow, which I have vowed unto the Lord in Hebron. What we're looking at here is the number 40. What do the new versions say? NIV, at the end of 4 years. ESV, 4 years. The note gives that the translations of the Septuagint and Syriac as being its authority, not the Hebrew. NASV, 40 years. Woohoo! The note in mine says some ancient versions render 4. In other words, translations of the Hebrew. New World Translation, 40 years. Good for them. But the New World Translation has 4 years. All Reformation Bibles have 40 years. All Hebrew texts have 40 years. All of them. Not one has 4 years. This is an instance where the new translations use interpretation instead of translation. They claim that 40 has to be a scribal error because they misinterpret what the 40 stands for. 40 years could represent when God anointed David before he was king, 2 Samuel 2:4 and 3:1. It could be that the 40 years represents how long the people loved David. After all, Absalom just stole their hearts. 40 years could be when David invaded the Geshurites and slaughtered all of them before he was king. Absalom's mother was the daughter of the king of the Geshurites. Is it possible that Absalom was taking revenge on King David because of his mother? Absalom said, let me go and pay my vow that he had taken while he was in Geshur. Specifically mentioning Geshur is a clue as to something that you might want to look at, or at least consider, especially since his own mother was the daughter of King Talmai. 2 Samuel 3:3. David smote the land. He didn't leave any man or woman alive. He took the sheep, the oxen, asses, camels, all the clothes, stripping it all clean. Absalom unalived his brother Amnon because of what he did to his sister Tamar, and because King David didn't do anything about it. He then went to Geshur to live with his grandfather. Textual support for 4 years. Josephus says 4 years. The Syriac Peshitta says 4 years. And supposedly a Septuagint, which is a Greek translation of the Hebrew, says 4 years. Again, all Hebrew manuscripts have 40 years. All of them. So do we go with the Hebrew or the translation of the Hebrew? Study, show thyself approved unto God.